We're here today for this interview to talk about your new TV movie. What is iParty with Victorious?
Well, basically, it's our second three-part iCarly episode. The first one was I Go to Japan, way back in the beginning of the second season. So we're doing this huge TV event where we cross over the cast of iCarly and Victorious. I don't want to give away too much of the storyline yet, but basically it's about a guy who is Carly's boyfriend, but is also Tori's boyfriend. So we discover that, and we try to go bust him by going down to L.A. So all kinds of hijinks happen, and hilarity ensues, and it's going to be an awesome episode.
How does Freddie Benson play into this episode?
You know, actually, he kind of teams up with Sam for once in realizing that this boyfriend might not be the best of intentions, you know, when it comes to Carly. So he's definitely willing to go down and help bust this thing wide open. So that's basically his whole thing. He's trying to bust this guy and follow around Carly and Sam, and then eventually we do a little bit of an impromptu web show, so I have to kind of spring back into tech producer action.
Growing up, our readers watched All That and Kenan and Kel. What was it like having one of the Nickelodeon legends, Kenan Thompson, guest star?
Oh, it was absolutely awesome. We were all, I think all of us were pretty nervous when we found out that he was going to be in it. Because, you know, just like you said, he's kind of an alumni of Nickelodeon, so he's been around a lot longer than us, and he's worked with the same guy who makes our shows. So it definitely felt like we were kind of coming full circle. So it was really cool, and he's super nice, and everybody had an awesome time.
What was your first reaction when you heard about the crossover?
We were really excited. We hadn't gotten much of a chance to work with the Victorious cast besides doing, you know, our yearly Nickelodeon promos and going to the same events and everything. So we were definitely excited to get the chance to actually be able to work together, especially on a three-part episode. You know, because, you know, normally it's a two-parter at best, but typically just a one-episode thing. So we knew that it was going to be a really, really good time, and the Victorious kids definitely know how to have a fun time. So we knew we were going to be in for a really, really cool episode.
Both the iCarly and Victorious casts are absolutely hilarious. What was a typical behind-the-scenes day on the set?
Well, the first day we had this huge table read where we all got our script and sat down at this big, long, probably like 30-foot long table, and we all sat around and read the script from cover to cover. And it probably took like an hour and a half because it was so long. So we went in and did that, and then everybody kind of split up and went to lunch with different people, and then rehearsal started. And the first 2 weeks, I think, were actually really low-key, and they were pretty simple scenes, and there wasn't too much to do. But the last week was the week that we had to do the crossover of our theme song at the very end of the episode. So that's when things got a little bit more hectic. But honestly, I think that was the most fun because everybody from both casts were in the scene. So it was the first time that we all got to interact with each other. So it was crazy, and I'm sure it was stressful for the people who were trying to get us to be quiet and pay attention. It was tough because we were just having too much fun, you know.
Why should people tune in to iParty with Victorious?
Well, I'm assuming that the people who would want to watch are fans of iCarly, and chances are they're also probably fans of Victorious. So if you put those two together, that's a fantastic combination. I mean, honestly, we saw this big extended trailer of it last weekend, and I forgot how much funny stuff was in it. So there's combining the elements of, you know, iCarly cast members interacting with Victorious cast members is something that, you know, the viewer has never seen before. So it's going to be a very, very new experience for the viewers.
I'm definitely excited for it.
Yeah, me too. I can't wait.
You were recently in Memphis with your cast and the Victorious cast. How was your trip?
Oh, it was absolutely incredible. Honestly, it was. I can definitely say that it was one of the most memorable weekends we've ever had. Not only, you know, of course, because we were spending so much time together and we were just, you know, hanging out and taking in the sights and the experiences and everything, but getting to go to St. Jude and visit those kids was a ridiculous blessing, and I'm so happy we got the chance to do it. And we're actually, it's nowhere near official yet, but a lot of us are talking about wanting to do it again next year. So I don't know if that's going to happen or not, but I really hope that it does because we had an awesome time.
Congratulations on the Season 5 renewal of iCarly. What can we expect from that season?
I get that question a lot, and unfortunately my answer is always the same. I have absolutely no idea. I honestly, I can't even tell you what the episode that we're going to be doing next week is about, because we really don't know until we get the script the morning of. So it's actually just as much a mystery to us as it is to the viewer.
Awesome. And since our website is all about secrets, can you share a secret about yourself?
Oh, goodness. Let's see. This is one of those things where, like, I feel like I should have an answer for this, and I can think of one whenever I'm not being asked the question, but whenever I do, I always forget what I'm going to say. I have a weird addiction to chewing gum, where I pretty much have to have it all the time. Like, when I'm bored and I have nothing to do, that's just, like, my thing that I absolutely have to have. And, call me crazy, I'm a fan of having minty fresh breath. So it definitely serves multiple purposes.
Thank you so much for talking with us. I had a pleasure.
My pleasure.